Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Mooneyham, and welcome to this week's edition of the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Here's hoping one last time that you and yours had a happy, healthy, and safe New Year's. All right, so we make our way into 2016, and this reminder right off the top of the broadcast, we'll handle more housekeeping goods at the end of the broadcast today, here in about 4 or 5 minutes or so. But I wanted to make sure to remind all of you right at the top that the end of the nomination process is in March. So if you've been watching us every week and you know a young person who deserves to get a nod, to be a nominee, I'll tell you how you can be a part of the process at the end of the broadcast today. But wanted to make sure that you all knew you have until middle March. Let's begin this week with Phoenix Roberts, a senior basketball player from Franklin County High School. Mr. Roberts, an officer in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, not just this year or last year, but for 4 consecutive years. Academically, he ranks 9th in a class of 235, awfully impressive. And athletically, on the field and on the court, he's been an all-region player in both football and basketball each of the last 2 seasons, and a little more of a rarity than it used to be across the state of Georgia. And at one point, Mr. Roberts also participated in the state golf tournament. One of our first nominees of 2016, a senior boys basketball player from Franklin County High School, Phoenix Roberts. Next up is Kylie Kersh, junior soccer player for the ladies of Heritage High School over in Rockdale County. My wife will be awfully proud. She's a Heritage graduate herself. Kylie Kersh plays on one of the top-level club soccer teams in the entire state, the ECNL. And she's also been a member of Georgia's Olympic Development Program. This is a young lady who has high aspirations moving on to the next level. Ms. Kersh plays an active role in the Explorer program at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. And she's also involved in her school's National Honor Society. And she regularly attends Rockdale's Young Life program on Monday nights. Our next nominee for this week, Kylie Kersh, a junior girls soccer player from Heritage High School. And finally this week, we turn our attention to Fulton County. Blessed Trinity High School right there off of Woodstock Road, or is it Crossville Road right there? I never can keep it separated. But what I do know is that BT is represented this week by junior boys soccer player Sam Naab. And Mr. Naab, a member of the school's Latin Club, American Sign Language Club, and their Ignite Club, which is a club that centers around, and I want to make sure I get this right, so I'm going to read it verbatim right here off of the form that they sent me this week. Ignite Club is a club that centers around the exercising of the Catholic faith. You got to love that. You absolutely have to love that. You know when you hear a young man or woman participating in a club like that that young person really loves their faith. Sam, one of the 2 co-founders of a one-day retreat entitled Spirit Live, which has grown to include several archdiocese parishes within the last year. Another great sign of how Sam really loves his faith. He has a GPA of or a grade point average of 94.61, which equates to 3.96 if you're putting it into the GPA forms. And he established a growing pen pal system with poverty-stricken children in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What a contributor to his community. Holy smokes. And another great example of the young people that are nominated for Positive Athlete Georgia. A fine example. The junior soccer player on the boys' side from Blessed Trinity Catholic School, Mr. Sam Naab. All right, that'll wrap up our nominees for this week. But remember, folks, you are the key to the nomination process. How did Kylie and Sam get nominated this week? Well, because of folks like you out there. You can be a father or a mother. There's no shame in nominating a family member, brother, sister, does not matter. Pastor, priest, or Archbishop, for that matter. It really does not matter. You can be a teacher or administrator at a local high school. You can be the mayor of a town. We've had that before as well. To nominate a young person to be part of the Positive Athlete Georgia experience, where, of course, at the end of the year, we'll put out our regional county awards, and we'll also award state winners who will win scholarship dollars to further their education at the next level. Again, visit georgia.positiveathlete.org for further details, not just in the nomination process or how you can become involved, but our awards season, which is coming up in the summer as well. Until next week, I'm Chris Mooneyham for the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week.